This question is testing us on if and only if, whilst also being a little logic problem. We've got four statements. We know that exactly one of them is correct. Well, the if and only if means the left-hand part implies the right-hand part and vice versa, whereas if means the right-hand part implies the left-hand part. Now, looking at this, if statement A was true, then the right-hand part would imply the left-hand part as well as the left-hand part implying the right-hand part, but it would mean that B was also true. And we can't have that, so it must be that A is not true. And if we then take a look at C and D, we've got a similar sort of setup. It's just this time I've got x greater than 2 in there. So for this reason, it must also be that C is false, because if C was true, then D would also be true. And we know that only 1 is true. So this just leaves us two contenders. It's a little bit trickier to work out which one of these must be true. So what I'm going to do is assume, first of all, that B is true. That means that the statement is true if x is greater than 1. So I'm just going to draw a little number line. I've got 1 here, and I've got 2 here, and we're saying this is true, so the statement is true for all of these values here. Now, what that would mean is that the statement is also true when x is greater than 2, which would mean that this is also true, and that just can't be because we know that only one of them is true. So what I'm saying is, yeah, the statement is true for all of these values, including x is greater than 2. And that can't be the case because of this. So actually it must turn out that this is false and this one is true. Our answer is going to be D. Just take a look at a number line based on this assumption. So now we are saying that the statement is true if x is greater than 2, so for all of these values. But then if we picked, say, 3 over 2, then the statement would be false, which means that B would be false because B says the statement is true if x is greater than 1, and we've just picked a value of x where that doesn't work because we're saying the statement is only true for x greater than 2. So if D follows from B, but B does not follow from D, and that is what makes D the only possible correct answer, since only one of them can be correct. Cool. It's a bit tricky, I think, but hopefully that makes sense. Well done.